102.1 FM. Follow us on social media at High Impact 102.1 FM or call 0700 1021 1021. You can also send WhatsApp messages to 0907 224 5018. High Impact 102.1 FM, your urban lifestyle station.
Are you looking for an avenue to blast your brand? Why not let us be your detonator at High Impact Radio 102.1 FM with Got You Covered. For advert placement, sponsorship, partnership, call us on 0706 393 5694 0915 958 1881 0902 745 3931 or send an email to info@highimpactstudio.com.
Good morning, Lagos, and welcome to the newspaper review on your number one radio station, High Impact 102.1 FM. Welcome. My name is Afyong Eyeni, and of course, today I'm not doing the show alone. I have here with me a beautiful, delectable Tommy, good morning. How are you?
I'm great. Good morning, Afi. How are you doing?
Yes, I'm very well. Thank you.
Hope your week has been going smoothly. And it's nice to have you once again.
Thank you. Well, thank you so much. Oh, but hey, today, the story is making the rounds on the dailies today. It's more of like, see more negatives than the positives. I really... while I was reading the news, I felt a little kind of what's going on. When I saw, they said the fuel subsidy has been taken away, and right now, like yesterday, I had a special guest. There was still Mr. Chesson. I call him special because Thursday he's not supposed to be there here on Thursday, but I just decided to bring him on. He said that we really don't know what the figures are, but the point is, it's like the fuel subsidy is back. From the dailies, we're seeing that the fuel subsidy is back. I really don't understand what that means. And he said in sincerity, the part of the government can really be an issue. So we really don't understand what this is at all.
When I saw the news yesterday as well, I felt, fuel subsidy is back. Oh, thank God. And it wasn't like, on Monday, Monday, the fuel marketers, they said they were going to increase it and put a price hike on that again because they've been removing it little by little, and so if they are to increase, it will be buying it 700 per liter. So I think that is the fuel subsidy that's added back, because we are still buying it at 620, or they say we'll still be buying it at 620. It's not like we're buying it back at 250 or 200 or 180 that like we used to before GGET. So the fuel subsidy that's just been added back is the fact that the fuel marketers want to increase it, and they don't want them to increase it. So the government has said, and has released yesterday, like I read, said they've paid 1.69 or 68 trillion naira to cover up for that deficit. So it's not like we're going back to the old days of 200 naira per liter, 250 per liter, 180 per liter. It's just that they don't want it to increase more than what we are buying at the moment for now.
All right, that's to say they're trying to cushion the effect, not for it to go up. But the point is, this might likely go up. Look at the naira and the dollar. It's 1,000. It's 1,000 now. So in the black markets, it's 1,000. And this, in fact, okay, Tommy, let me just share this quickly with you. I decided to, it's been a while I shopped, kind of not really feeling that myself to do anything. So I just decided to, because of the health condition, make sure you eat. So I tried, I remember that. Let me go get something so that once I'm coming, before I come to work in the morning, I could just take something before just come, instead of just come do what I used to. So I decided to do it. And I saw that everything was up. Everything in the superstore was just up. I'm like, okay, you see how this thing affects everything that we do, finances, and of course, no extra money in terms of a pay rise and all of that is coming in for those. And those in the private sector haven't really been the brunt, because how would they really get that? Their salaries raised? Yes, they have. Lagos, Nigeria. I don't know if you're ready for this, but we are ready for the dailies this morning on the newspaper review. We were taking 3 or 4 papers, the Daily Trust, Punch, and Guardian, and the Vanguard, if we have that one. But hey, brace yourself up for the stories this morning. All right, quickly, let's look at the Guardian newspaper. Nigeria loses 1 trillion naira yearly importing active pharmaceutical ingredient. I would like to take that again. Nigeria loses 1 trillion naira yearly importing active pharmaceutical ingredients. How long? Yeah, how long do we do this every time? Okay, told me I was in the hospital and I wanted to test. I said, okay, please, can you just, before I left, I traveled, I'm like, okay, let me quickly test. I was just not myself. I'm like, okay, the first night I told you, test for this. What has malaria or typhoid got to do with pregnancy test? I said, test for this, and you're saying, oh my God. They
actually do all tests.
I told her, no. Are you sure of what you're telling me? She said, in fact, I'm not even sure, because you have to be sure of yourself. Are you sure of yourself? I said, I'm sure of myself. Hey, it's okay. Don't worry. Since you're sure of yourself, I'm sure of you. I would have laughed, but of course I can't laugh because I was not even feeling well. And look at the story. When I looked at this, I remember while I went to the hospital, Nigeria loses 1 trillion yearly importing active pharmaceutical ingredient. All right, let's move away from that story. Dangote modular refineries abandon petrol refining over return of subsidy. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Not do that. Because that's the problem with Africans and Nigerians in particular. When they see that, when they're undergoing something and a project, let me use a project, and they see that, oh, this person that wants to give us something or that wants to make the project less burden on us, and they are giving us, they'll hold on to that project and don't let me do it until something happens, until the worst happens. Let's just continue, and that's what is happening today.
That's true.
You don't have to abandon this. This is Nigeria. Something else you should do it. Continue doing it. I understand that it's your individual refinery and everything, but continue doing it, because anything can pop up. We didn't expect that fuel subsidy will be removed on May 29, 2020. We did not expect it. We didn't expect to be in this dilemma at this moment, because if we had expected to be here, people would have gotten a way around about it.
I love that word, dilemma.
It is a dilemma.
In fact, it is a big.
We
are just stuck. All right, let's just leave that story to rest for now. Tinubu files motion to stop Chicago Varsity from releasing academic records to Atiku. I thought they said they were not bothered, they were unperturbed, but now today's story is taking Tinubu files motions to stop Chicago Varsity from releasing academic records to Atiku. You know, yesterday the stories made it around that Atiku was actually trying to get the academic records of the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and they responded that that's just a waste of time and waste of energy on the path of the PDP presidential candidate. And right now you're seeing that A is trying to stop that from happening. All right, you can read that story up on page 2 of the Guardian newspaper. Let me move over to another story. MPC meeting postponed as CBN faces leadership vacuum. Read that story up on page 3. Ogun lawmaker, 6 others nabbed over Shagamu court clash. That's a page. That story's on page 8. Ogun lawmaker, 6 others nabbed over Shagamu court clash. We don't need this again. Looking at the fact that we're talking about. The story have not rested. The dust has not rested in the case of Mohbad, and now we really don't need all those court clashes. We don't need all of this. I think the security agents should look into this story squarely and come up with something positive. All right, away from that story. Despite Tinubu's assurances, U.S. issues travel advisory to citizens. All right, despite Tinubu's assurances, U.S. issues travel advisory to citizens. I think the president is doing so well in trying to boost the image of the country, the Nigerian, because, I mean, I really don't want to go there. Let me not just go there. You can read that story up on page 6 of the Guardian newspaper. All right, Finance Minister blames Naira's dive on $6.8 billion overdue payments. Everything is blamed on different things. Why Nigeria Naira is having a nosedive, it has been blamed on so many things. But that's all on the Guardian newspaper.
Yes, I have here with me the Daily Trust newspaper. The Daily Trust newspaper, the major story on the front page. of the Daily Trust newspaper has Naira crosses 1,000 Naira per dollar in black markets. Naira crosses 1,000 Naira per dollar in black markets. The thing that worries me of this is business owners, entrepreneurs, people that are thriving to get means of livelihood because of the little amount they are selling these things, and they are seeing this as increased. So, and we import most of the things. It won't affect us as much if we don't import most of our things. It will affect us this much if we don't import. If everything we are getting, or half of what we're even getting,
I agree with you exactly.
is produced in the country. Well, because we are importing most of the things we use in this country, and that's why we are affected by this high cost.
That's
so
true.
I just pray that things work out well for us. And the writer said that story. The first writer says cost of living will increase, says expert. Cost of living will increase, says expert. Money laundering, others fueling pressure. Money laundering, others fueling pressure. And beneath the nameplate on the Daily Trust newspaper, it says IPI 6 probe as corpse of Zamfara journalists found in sock away. IPI 6 probe as corpse of Zamfara journalists found in sock away.
Oh, no.
This line of business or line of profession that we had, it needs a lot of security.
It is
in this trying times. It needs a lot of security. We can read that on page 5 of the Daily Trust newspaper. Tinubu to UN take more actions on poverty, terrorism than talking. Tinubu to UN take more actions on poverty, terrorism than talking. Page 3 of the Daily Trust newspaper. We must push through the storm. Sacked Governor Yusuf tells appointees. We must push through the storm. Sacked Governor Yusuf tells appointees. Page 18 of the Daily Trust newspaper has the full story. And beneath that, Kano lifts curfew. Residents lament hardship. Kano lifts curfew. Residents lament hardship. Page 3 of the Daily Trust newspaper. Matchmakers Association offers 4 women to tricyclists who returned 15 million naira. Matchmakers Association offers 4 women to tricyclists who returned 15 million naira. Matchmakers, we have Matchmakers Association in the country, and they gave out 4 women out to a tricyclist because he returned 15 million naira. Wow, is that how they do things now? And you see that on page 16 of the Daily Trust newspaper. Kogi governorship, Adeyemi Akimugu asks Supreme Court to disqualify Ododo. Kogi governorship, Adeyemi Akimugu asks Supreme Court to disqualify Ododo. Page 10 of the Daily Trust newspaper has the full story. And lastly, on the front page of the Daily Trust newspaper, Mohbad, police complete autopsy. Police complete autopsy. Page 4 of the Daily Trust. I don't know, I'm not a medical practitioner, and I really would want to know, is this how autopsy is being taken? Like, is it's been done like immediately within hours? Because the last time I talked to someone on this whole thing, they were like,
you just thinking aloud like me, exactly.
2 days or
Oh my
something.
God.
And we realized yesterday that,
You see,
it's done and dusted.
he's done and dusted because they see that the emergency, the situation surrounding this guy's death is something that is, if they don't handle it with care and caution, it's gonna take a while before Nigerians eat on the street and it turns to something. And you know how it is when it comes to protests in Nigeria. You will see hijackers coming to take, and everything will be destroyed. These will be destroyed, properties will be destroyed. They're trying to like manage the situation and make a while the sunshine. That's why you see it so fast. And I'm like, oh really,
That
so
was
fast.
very fast.
So they exhume the cops. Oh my goodness, this is even getting
very
sadder.
traumatizing. It is very traumatizing. Very traumatizing, actually. So I would like to know that when our analyst comes on here to analyze some of the stories that we just took on the front page of the newspapers. We'll be right back.
Do you know bad production can kill a great content idea?
Do you want to have a photo shoot, audio production, or do you need a professional voiceover artist?
Do you simply want unmatched cinematography, video production, or just event coverage, such as weddings, birthdays, or burials?
Or do you need a space for meetings or conferences? All these are possible with High Impact Studios. Don't bring down your creativity, let's help you take it high.
And out of this world with our state-of-the-art equipment and first-class studio space.
We give you the quality you deserve at the best rate.
For more details, call 0706 393 5694 or 0915 958 1881. High Impact Studios, the future.
Put a touch of class and finesse on your brand by advertising with us at High Impact 1021 FM. For more information, call 0706 393 5694, 0915 958 1881, or 0902 745 3931. Follow us on our social media platforms at High Impact 1021 FM. Our deals are hotter than the weather itself. Our deals are hotter than the weather itself.
Join us Mondays to Fridays, 7:05 a.m. for newspaper reviews, headlines, analysis, and comments on your urban lifestyle station. High Impact 102.1 FM.
Babe, I want to surprise my guy with a good treat. Where would you recommend?
Girl, I've got the perfect place for you.
Are you sure?
Yeah, my family and I were there not too long ago. It was fantastic. And the kids loved it. The apartment was home away from home, the ride, swimming pool, 3D cinema, and the food. Oh my gosh.
Where's this place now?
It's High Impact Planet Amusement Park and Resort, my dear. It's just away from Lagos and it has everything you need to relax and have unlimited fun.
How do I make bookings?
Oh yeah, call this number 0814-229-9509. Wait, are you booking a suite?
Why?
So I can tag along,
Nikini.
High Impact Planet Amusement Park and Resort. Fun just got real.
Yes, welcome back to the newspaper review. This is Afyong Egeni. I still have with me Oluwatomi with a EY. Oluwatomi, just Oluborade. Do I get it correctly?
No, you didn't. Don't worry,
No,
it's
she should shake her
fine.
head.
It's Oluwatomi Owoborode.
Oluwatomi Owoborode. I
Yes,
got it now.
great.
So, hey, Lagos. All right, let's look at, of course, you can actually send us your reaction to some of the stories in the headlines. Yeah, so many stories that you catch your attention, of course. You can send us some messages on WhatsApp on 0907-224-5018, 0907-224-5018, or you can call us on 0700-1021-1021. Remember, we're streaming live on YouTube, X, and also on Facebook at iMact 102.1 FM, on YouTube at iMact 1021 FM, and also on Facebook at
High Impact Radio 102.1 FM.
All right, let's get to yet another paper. We have Punch, the Punch newspaper. You ready, people? Let's say hit. All right, we have the big headlines. This headline somehow, it affects every one of us. Federal government, again, they say federal government may pay 1.68 trillion naira fuel subsidy. Marketers forecast 900 liter. They are always forecasting how things will just be going up and never coming down.
Exactly.
I mean, you guys, I don't know how you guys can just do this thing, because you guys promised us herb. This new government said herb, and we want to be seeing herb. Every time we wake up to the stories on the dailies and you see something not really so palatable, how our lives will be more, the standard of living drops. And someone told me, as you're getting better, make sure you take care of yourself and eat healthy and eat nourishing. I was just like, okay, eat nourishing, healthy, I'll just imagine the prices of things. Okay, it will be good for your body, to be good for your life. Okay, does this person not know where we are in the country? So I was just wondering. So please, I'm just really appealing. I mean, this forecast for marketers as 900 as a PMS premium motor spirit to be 900 liter. That's 1,000 bucks. Are we going to see this even go higher? All right, let me go to the writers to that story. Petrol price to rise again as Naira nears 1,000. Crude oil eats $95. Ipman warns. Everyone is warning. Operators command and government for subsidy proposer. CSOs oppose fresh subsidy. Oh, God. It's a back and forth. Let me leave that because it's really messing with my mind right now. All right, academic record. That's Tinubu. Delay Atiku's request. Tinubu tells US court. Okay, now it's getting to them directly now. So delay Atiku's request. Tinubu tells US court. Legal team seeks review of ruling ex-VP's aide alleges cover-up. You can read that story up on page 22 of the Punch newspaper. Remember, we're streaming live on all our social media platforms, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. You can actually stream us live and watch us live and see our faces. All right, away from the Atiku story, let's move over to another one. Currency in circulation rises to 2.7 trillion naira. Currency in circulation rises to 2.7 trillion naira. CBN report. We now have a new CBN governor, and let's see how that goes. You can read that story up on page 25 of the Punch newspaper. Away from that one, pathologists conclude autopsy on Mohbad's corpse. Police awaits result. Okay, all right. Away from that, so read that story up on page 4 and 5 of the Punch newspaper. That story is messing with so many people's mental health. Every time, I really don't understand. Anytime I want to take my phone, I'm always like praying I don't see some. I don't really.
You cannot. You can't. How you can
because
miss that.
So okay, all right. Let me leave that. Let me not just. Okay. All right. Remain loyal. Forgive me, Shaibu Begs Obaseki. Oh my goodness, this is sounding for me so cute because I watch and I rewatch the video of Shaibu standing trying to get into the entrance. Just like when you go to I remember from secondary school, I'm going to school and the gates are all locked and you stand and they did not open the gates for me. You are coming late. You came late. So you stay there. So it's just bringing that scenario to me like, okay, Shuaibu came late to class and was actually standing. Why is the gate not open? So people were making different, comments on that. I just remember really, this looks like you go to school and the gates are all locked. So he stood there for hours trying to get in. The government house was not open for him. And right now, he already knows what is going on and how that. I don't want to go into the stories of what made that. But I mean, of course, the deputy, the governor, together, you have to work together. The governor is the governor, you are the deputy, so you sure that's sign of, all I say, respect and just move on. So Shaibu is saying, I remain loyal, forgive me, Shaibu Begs of Vaseki. Very interesting one at that. Page 12 of the Punch newspaper. Court clashes, relocate to Shagamu, Abiodun tells security heads. Page 4 and 5. Yes, they should relocate to Shagamu to actually, make sure things are being made at base. I mean, if there are court clashes, maybe it's not even far-fetched from the stories with Mohbad and all of that, but I know that in Abeokuta they had protests on this particular case of Mohbad. All right, lastly on the Punch newspaper, consumers alert sabotage as grid collapses worsen outage. My goodness, how many times will the national grid collapse? Every day, every time. I mean, I was shocked to me when they said we were not producing, we're at a 0 megawatt. That was so worrisome. That was a week ago or so. Every day, what is going on? Consumers alert sabotage as grid collapses worsen outage. Page 17 of the Punch newspaper, and that's all on the Punch newspaper.
Yes, don't forget that you can take any of this newspaper, you can grab any of them to read the full stories according to them. I have here with me the Vanguard newspaper. The Vanguard newspaper, and the major story on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper says, fresh strike looms as NLC's ultimatum expires today. Fresh strike looms as NLC's ultimatum expires today. Page 5 of the Vanguard newspaper, and the writers to that story says NLC leaders meet next week. NLC leaders meet next week as federal government gets desperate to avert action. Federal government gets desperate to avert action. And beneath that, police exhume Mohbad's body, conduct autopsy. Police exhume Mohbad's body, conduct autopsy. Page 6 of the Vanguard newspaper, and above the nameplate on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper says Shaibu apologizes to Obaseki over feud, seeks forgiveness. Shaibu apologizes to Obaseki over feud, seeks forgiveness. Page 10 of the Vanguard newspaper has the full story. Non-development, Obi Biwe, Julius Berger, Agabi, others lose Abuja lands as Wike revokes 167 plots. Obi Biwe, Julius Berger, Agabi, others lose Abuja lands as Wike revokes 167.
He actually said it and he's doing it.
Yeah,
he's talking the work or walking the talk.
He always does it. He always talk and does it. Should we say it's only Wike as a minister is actually performing and we can see what he's doing?
You remember what the president said? The president said that Wike is not just a minister of FCT, he's also my advisor. He's also my admirer. That he has 3 portfolios in one. Oh my goodness.
Okay, moving on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper. Tinubu to UN. I fought for democracy, determined to prove it can provide diversion. I fought for democracy, determined to prove it can provide diversion. Page 9 of the Vanguard newspaper. And above that, on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper, Nigerians trade with Africa up 40.8% to 1.84 trillion naira. Nigerians trade with Africa up 40.8%. I beg your pardon, I will take that again. Nigeria's trade with Africa up 40.8% to 1.84 trillion naira. Page 19 of the Vanguard newspaper. And beneath that, on the Vanguard newspaper, again, gunmen murder ASP inspector in Enugu police patrol ambush. Again, gunmen murder ASP inspector in Enugu police patrol ambush. Page 11 of the Vanguard newspaper. Trivial cases like 12 burnt goats were brought to Supreme Court. Trivial cases like 12 burnt goats were brought to Supreme Court.
Interesting times.
Very
indeed.
interesting. Page 9 of the Vanguard newspaper, if you want to read the full story. Kidnapped corps members. We are making efforts to rescue remaining 5. DG NLC. Kidnapped corps members. We are making efforts to rescue remaining 5. DG NLC.
Oh my goodness.
Page 6 of the Vanguard newspaper has the major story. And let me just speed up on sports. On Vanguard newspaper, it says FIFA ranking. Super Eagles drop 1 step, now 40th.
Oh my goodness.
Super Eagles drop 1 step, now 40th. And that's all on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper.
All right, we have our guest with us already joining us, Dr. Kayode. A very good morning to you and welcome to the newspaper review, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you today?
Fine, thank you, sir. Good morning, sir. Hope you had a good night rest.
Yes, it was splendid.
Great.
I thank God for life.
Great. Hope you are ready for us this morning. I know you're always ready. So
now what for you? Make a note of on top live radio. So after the program, I go nyan you.
All right.
You don't sabi.
Okay, Dr. Kayode. All right, let's really get to the papers because the stories are so much right now. So we want to take your analysis on some of the stories, your reaction. We already know you give us top-notch analysis. So really, let's get to the papers, shall we?
Thank you very much.
All right. The Guardian newspaper is saying Nigeria loses 1 trillion naira yearly importing active pharmaceutical ingredients. 1 trillion naira. Nigeria loses 1 trillion naira yearly importing active pharmaceutical ingredients. What's your take on this one? Is it that we are always on the import side every time and we're losing money with this one? And since our economy has been affected, we need to actually watch it.
You see, I will take you to the books of Abdurrashid this morning.
Okay.
In the light of truth. And I quote. He said, those that has refused to walk with their limbs and are now using crutches can never see the goodness of creation. Do you understand that quotation? When you have your limbs, your legs, nothing is wrong with them, but because some people are planning to sell crutches, they now decide to condemn walking with legs and then upgrade walking with crutches. How will such a person see the goodness in creation? Goodness in creation in the sense that you will not be able to walk as fast as you are supposed to walk with your limbs, that is your legs. And when you cannot do that, you will not be able to exploit the nature's given resources within the universe. And that is exactly what is happening to us in Nigeria.
Wow.
What we have been given, yes, what we have been given, the natural resources, the huge human resources that we have been given, we have decided to abandon it. Because some people came here to whitewash us. I was discovering with somebody over the weekend as regards working with nature. All right? And it amazed that man the way I expressed to him how the Oyibos will come. They will take our natural herbs here. They will take it away. Even they will even make us to send it to them.
Yes.
And then give us fake dollars.
Okay.
We send it to them. They will now turn this thing into capsules and tablets and all that.
Bring it back.
And they will send it back to us. And then we will now be buying exorbitantly. I mean, what kind of chemistry are we made of? I mean, look at how much we are now spending on importation of pharmaceuticals. It's amazing.
Okay.
Appalling.
Dr. Kayode, I would like to put in here and also put this so you can actually react in different angle. We talked about we're talking about pharmaceutical, how we're losing money importing some of this ingredient to Nigeria. As well, you look at Ghana. Ghana as one of the best chocolates. I mean, around the world, you can actually say that. And we see some of our senators saying that Senator Bemmer said, Senator Bemmer said, of course, I'm just going to be taking Ghanaian chocolate rather than buying myself. Yes, he says so on live. I'm like, really? I was wondering, we have the cocoa in this country, in the West, we have cocoa, and this is not being, utilized. This is not being utilized and, done so well and packaged so well to be exported. But look at what we're facing now. And this is also, putting these two stories together, how we import ingredient. Like you said, very, very nice analysis, and it's very interesting at that these people come in, they take some, like the Malaysia, they came to take palm kernel or something from Nigeria, and they went away. And look at the economy now. Malaysia, yes, Malaysia.
They didn't take it. We gave it to them as a present.
Okay, good.
General Gowon gave it to that man as a present. They go and plant that the seed is very sweet. And that was the end. Look at our CIL, Cocoa Industry Limited, at Ogba. That makers of Vitalo. You remember? Makers of Vitalo. Where is Vitalo again? Where is Vitalo? Vitalo, that when we are going to secondary school in those days, we will buy. And then they use it to drink tea. School. Where is Vitalo today? Where is toffee? Being made from a Cadbury. Toffee. Where is that original goody? Being made also from all of these things. Where are they? We used to have coffee plantation in this country. They have demolished everything to go and build estates, to go and build places of worship. We used to have kola nut. What are we doing with that kola nut? All our produces. What are we doing with them? These are issues. Because you know why? We have decided against the words of Abdul Rashid in the light of truth that says it's better for you to walk with your limbs than to walk with crutches. It's better for you to walk with your limbs than to walk with crutches. And that's exactly what is happening to us.
Okay. All right. Let's leave that story aside. We can't really even take enough of that.
Are you also aware that in the Punch today, we are now about to be paying subsidy 1.6 trillion naira?
Yes,
in your Punch.
All right, go ahead, sir. Please go.
Can you also imagine that? You look at the suffering that we all face. From 190 naira to 500 naira. Look at what happened. Meanwhile, we were made to understand from National Assembly that NNPC was making 100 naira gain from that 190. So where is the subsidy? Where is the subsidy? But because we the people, we have refused to engage the government scientifically, that is, with data. Then we have failed. We failed. Just like I said, we have refused to work with our legs, rather using crutches. Instead of us to do our research by ourselves scientifically to be able to confront the government, we depend on hearsays. We depend on this is what somebody has said. We depend on, yes, the government is facing it. Let us support the government. Have you ever gone into research to know whether this government is deceiving you or not? As a people, do you know your rights, duties, and obligations as been stipulated by the constitution of the land? For you to be able to know where to put your leg at any point in time? No. But rather, we prefer to walk with crutches. And that is why we are facing what we are facing.
Okay. All right, sir. Quickly chip in on the Naira crossing to over 1,000 Naira in black markets. Please quickly do that, sir.
Why will it not also cross over? That 1,000 is still a child's play. It will still get to 1,500 or 2,000.
Why did you say that? Why did you say that, sir?
This government came with a particular policy as regards dollar. Instead of dollar to come down, it was going up. Why did the government not quickly go back to the policy that it made on ground? So the dollar will remain the way it is. Why? Just as he asked NNPC to abrogate the DSDP policy, that is direct supply, direct purchase policy between we, the crude oil owners, and refiners abroad. And look at where it has led us. Despite the fact that it's going to about 900 naira now, as been predicted, we see the pay subsidy, double jeopardy. So also the issue of dollar we are talking about. And some people will be telling you, it's because you are not manufacturing. It's because you are not manufacturing. When have we stopped manufacturing in this country? Since 20,
really a long time.
In 2015, were we manufacturing anything in 2015? What was that in that 2015? What was the theory?
Okay, sir. Let me also. I really like where the angle you're actually trying to push at. That's right. We stopped manufacturing a long time, and of course, 2015 to 2014, the economy was not as this in terms of the naira dollar exchange. The economy was not having a nosedive like this. So, what do you think really went on the way? Is it corruption? Is it some people were actually pocketing some monies, or please make us understand, our listener understand what exactly you think is going on or went on?
I've been saying it that for a while now, we have been having, instead of democracy, instead of democratic form of government, we have been having deficitocratic form of government.
Please, can you break it down, sir?
Government of deficit.
What do you mean? What do you mean by government of deficit?
I will explain now.
Okay, sir.
Just an instance, fuel subsidy. The National Assembly even made us analysis, paperwork made us to understand NNPC was gaining 100 naira per liter when fuel was selling for 180 naira per liter.
Yes.
And the government, and that same government was still paying very high subsidy just to deceive the people. Another government came, he said, okay, I'm removing the subsidy, which you know doesn't even exist. Which in 2015, you went against Jonathan to say subsidy remover is fraud. That petrol is not supposed to be selling more than 40, 50 naira per liter. But now, you are now increasing it from 180 naira to 500 naira. Later, to 578 now. And that's why people are projecting 900. And then the subsidy you removed, you are now saying you are paying it again. And we are still in the pains that you unleashed on us on the day of your swearing in. What do we call that? Well, the issue is this. There is no way you will see a leopard and you will not know it is a leopard. No way. I'm talking now. It's only those that will understand it that will understand, because I will not bring this one down. We are all aware of what is happening now in America as regards CSU. I will not give you the full meaning of CSU. Only those that understand will understand. We are all aware.
You're aware. Okay.
See, they are telling you, I'm asking you, my sister, this necklace you are wearing, give me the receipt. Of which, yes, under normal condition, if it's not stolen, you must be having the receipt. So why can't you produce the receipt? Why can't you? Why must you not be going to courts here and there? That no, you must. But constitutionally, you are supposed to produce the receipt. So where is the receipt? Sorry, don't have me to break it down. No, it's those that understand that we understand. Let us give you that.
We do understand.
So
all right.
We always be a leopard. A leopard will always be a leopard.
Okay.
The moment you put a leopard in charge of your household, then be rest assured that even you and your children, they are in danger. Yes or no?
Okay.
They are in danger.
Okay.
Because the moment you sleep off,
all right.
inside the belly of the leopard.
All right, away from that, it's a really a lot, but because of our time, I would have loved to still act, but it's okay, it's all right. Tell me,
yes, away from that, in the Punch newspaper, we see that this story, academic record, delay articles request, Tinubu tells U.S. court. Delay articles request, Tinubu tells US, because I will see it on the front page of the Guardian newspaper, where article is saying that now is the time for us to see the academic records of the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. On the front page of the Punch newspaper, he's saying that Tinubu is saying that they should delay articles request, Tinubu tells US. And the writer to that story says, legal team seeks review of ruling ex-VP's aide alleges cover-up. So what do you see to this story? Do you see that the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is trying to cover up something about his academic records because he's telling the U.S. court to delay articles request on that?
Finally, you want to open the lid of our leopard story. Now, wow.
So I don't know what you say.
So we have to listen to this leopard story. I'm very much interested.
Yes. You see, I will give you my own personal experience.
Okay.
I was the state chairman of a party in Ekiti State some time ago. And because of our activities that people saw as a threat, they now went to the social media, they went to Radio Nigeria to say that I am parading a fake PAD certificate. It was a serious matter. But for me, I just kept quiet because I know my name. Whatever you call me that is not my name, I just be looking at you. But along the line, so people now prioritize me to reply them. And the television station of Ekiti State called us for a debate. They couldn't show up. I was there. And the presenter was even afraid to ask me because he thought if he should say anything, I might take him to court, I might arrest him and all that. And I said, Mr. Presenter, ask me what you want to ask. Stop perambulating. My certificate is fake, Abi. I say, yes, it's fake. No doubt about it. But my PhD certificate was not obtained from Toronto, like Salisu. You remember Salisu? I said, you can go to University of Ibadan and query this. I gave him my matriculation number. I gave him my department. I gave him my faculty, the name of my supervisor, the name of my topic, everything. And I now told him, I said he should go and also Google Codestra. It's an international body that gives young scholars scholarship. I said I'm a scholar of Codestra. Google it. Do you understand? So why should I now go to court? Why should I now say nobody should be giving my academic records if I'm not hiding anything?
Okay, so just hold on. All right, we missed
fishing.
that.
Definitely something is fishing somewhere. Why you are saying they should not release your academic record? That means along the line you are a female before you turn to a male.
All right. Okay. All right. Away from that story. Let's move over to yet another story. Okay, right. Fresh strike looms as NLC's ultimatum expires today. Fresh strike looms as NLC's ultimatum expires today. Ooh, are we going to see strike coming in the few days? Are we seeing strike coming? The Nigerian Labour Congress giving the ultimatum as it's expired. So what's next? What's your reaction, sir?
You see, for me, I have been having a kind of, I don't know, feeling as regards our NLC and even civil society organizations. If they have been vibrant the way they are supposed to be, Nigeria wouldn't have been in this place that we are. You know? Okay, look at them now. The TUC at the last meeting, they were not in tandem with the NLC. So it seems the government has broken into their ranks. And how will government broken into their ranks without some kind of agreement between them? So it's the same thing that is happening in government that is also happening within the labor circle and our CSOs. Government breaking into their ranks because of insincerity. So whether I be strike or no strike, for me, it's not a big deal. All I know is that somehow, Nigeria will find a way to survive this situation. Somehow, Nigeria will find a way to survive the situation we are in.
All right, you seem to be very positive on that war. Nigeria will find a way to survive the situation. All right, let's actually move to this very interesting story of Obaseki apologizing to Shuaibu apologizing as a deputy governor of Edo State, apologizing to the governor, as Obaseki, for forgiveness, is asking for forgiveness over their feud. What is your take on that particular story? You know, remember, he was locked out from government house from accessing his office a week ago. So now he's apologizing. Do you think that this will actually, make peace? What's your reaction to that?
It's a good thing that Obaseki has done because master na baba. Your master will always be your master.
Yes, so.
There is no how in Yoruba. In Yoruba, we always say kò sí bọ́mọdé ṣe máa láṣọ kó lákìsà bí àgbà. That is, there is no amount of new clothes that a child will have that will now be able to have rags like his elders. It's not possible. And nǹkan tí àgbàlagbà fi ń jẹ̀kọ àbẹ̀wé ló wà. That is what an elderly man is using to eat akamu. You know this apap.
Yeah.
It's underneath the leaf. It's underneath the leaf. They will not allow the small ones to see it.
All right.
You understand? And that is exactly what has happened between them.
Okay.
And again, it is being said, you have to stoop for you to be able to conquer.
Okay.
That is exactly what
Shuaib
has done. And I will also appreciate if Obaseki can pardon him and then also give him a level playing ground in contesting for the governorship. Because if not for Shuaib, Obaseki wouldn't have gotten there then. Because he gave him the support during the primaries, and he also gave him the support during the governorship election for his first term. So Obaseki should forgive him and then let their party move forward.
All right, let's leave it at that on the newspaper review today on the Morning Impact Show. Yes, I want to say a very big thank you, Dr. Kayode, for your, oh my goodness, this one is just over the roof. Very top-notch at that top-notch analysis, in-depth one at that. Thank you so much, Dr. Kayode, for coming on the show. Thank you.
It's my pleasure.
And that leopard story, I mean, maybe we'll find time personally to learn. All right, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Well done.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, this is where we call it a day on the newspaper review. If you miss any part, just go on our social medias. You just watch and, learn and see some things that you've missed on the dailies this morning. Stories are just so many. We cannot even, go into details of everyone. We just picked those really ones that are bold enough. The NLC, the $1,000 to, all of that story. Really, I think that's my home for this particular morning on the newspaper review. These are stories that are cause for concern, and really the government should really work and act on some of these issues bothering Nigerians, because the hardship is getting to another level every day, and Nigerians, like what Dr. Kayode said, Nigerians will find a way to surmount the situation, survive as possible.
Yes, Nigerians always find a way. We are survivors. That's why when we go outside the country, we find a way to survive.
That's true.
Like I always say, we just have to be patient and let's hope for the best, that everything works out for our good. This is all on the newspaper review on your urban lifestyle station. High Impact 102.1 FM, your urban lifestyle station. Stay tuned on the Morning Impact Show. My name is Oluwatomi Owoborodi.
And my name is Afyong Ayeni. Let's do this again on the Big Five. That's tomorrow, where we, put everything together for your listening pleasure. All right, stay.